Yo, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of November 2018. Sagittarius, I want to ask you a question. Why does the Ten of Cups keep showing up in your reading upside down? I don't know why it last month it didn't, but I think it was the month before it was at the top of your reading and it was in the reverse. So I'm just trying to understand. So when the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, it means that there's some kind of dissatisfaction in regard to your home life. So, I mean, are some of you really not happy with your home life? I mean, I'm not you, so I don't know. But I feel that with this Ten of Cups in the reverse, some of you really aren't happy with your home life situation. And, I don't know if maybe it has to do, like, for some of you, it might be connected to your love life because you have the Three of Swords crossing the Ten of Cups at the center of your reading. So I'd say for some of you, it's like maybe the reason why you're not happy with your home life, and I'm not saying this is for all of you, because obviously, some of you have a home life that's perfectly fine. Whoever you're with, you're happy with that person, but this reading seems to be resonating with those who they're just genuinely not happy with their home environment. And, for some of you, it might have to do with the fact that maybe you're just not happy with who you're with in your love life, especially for those of you who live with somebody who you're involved with. So, like I said, that's not going to resonate for all of you, but for some of you it is. And three-way love situations are definitely showing up in your life for some of you because you do have the Three of Swords crossing your reading this month. You do have the Three of Cups. Now, at the top of your reading is the Star card in reverse, and that might be indicative for a very select few of you. There might be an Aquarius somewhere in your life, and this could be anybody. I mean, a few of you might be with an Aquarius. Others of you know this Aquarius from some other aspect of your life, but apparently some of you might have some of an issue with this Aquarius in the month of November 2018. The reason why I say that is because the Star card is upside down. The Star card sometimes is indicative of an Aquarian in your life. Now, if that's not the case, if you can't think of any Aquarians in your life who are giving you sort of a challenge, then, this does have to do with, I'd say, you're not having enough faith in your life path, Sagittarius. So, everything is meant to be in life. So just trust in a higher power that everything is going to work out the way that it's supposed to, Sagittarius. Ultimately, you will end up with the person who you're supposed to be with, if that's the concern for some of you. Because I feel like, with these threes everywhere, you got the Three of Cups, Three of Swords. You got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. It's like, maybe some of you really do like more than one person. Maybe some of you are with somebody and you feel obligated to that person, but at the same time, there's somebody else in your life who you're really attracted to. And that's interesting because right here at the bottom of your reading, you have the Page of it's the Page of Wands in the reverse. And that's definitely some of you because you are within the suit of Wands, Sagittarius. So if that's not you, then it might be, somebody else who's within the suit of Wands, and those signs would be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And, I'm seeing a lot of Wands here in your reading this month, Sagittarius. So some of you do have someone who's in your life who is within the suit of Wands, because you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Page of Wands. So some of you are dealing with Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius. Whether that person, is part of your love life or not, that's a different story. But there is somebody who is Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries potentially in your life for some of you. And with the Page of Wands in the reverse, that would imply that some of you aren't really feeling that loyal to whoever you're with. So, and that could resonate to different extents. You know, some of you Sagittarians are, maybe, like I said, maybe you're with someone who you're totally not happy with and you might be thinking about somebody else. Well, in the month of November 2018, some of you might get to the point where, you know, you really want to have like more adventure in your life. And who knows, I'm not saying all of you are going to be getting involved with somebody else, even if you're with someone already, but some of you might. And that's reinforced by the new moon on November 7th. So there's going to be a new moon on November 7th. And the energy of that moon, the energy of that new moon is, you know, that's the type of energy that would be, it would be indicative of an affair for some of them. I'm not saying all of you are going to go and have an affair, but, you know, some of you are just feeling like, especially with, I'm really seeing this with the home life thing, Sagittarius. I mean, some of you are just really feeling stagnant with the home life situation that you have going on. And, you know, when that new moon happens on November 7th, you know, following that new moon, some of you are just, you know, like I said, I don't know if you're actually going to do it or not, but who knows? Maybe some of you might, you know, want to get involved with somebody else, even if you're with someone already. So I don't know. I guess you'll have to see after the new moon. Now, you do have the you do have Jupiter, your ruler, which is going to be moving into your sign on November 8th. So, you know, Jupiter hasn't been in your sign, Sagittarius, in 12 months. So this is a bright new beginning that's going to take shape in your life. You might not feel it right away because it's going to take a little time for Jupiter to get fully established into your sign. But, you know, maybe you can think about 12 years ago, you know, what kind of new beginning were some of you guys having 12 years ago? Well, now some of you guys might be having a new beginning again. I'm not saying it's definite for all of you. If anything, this is very confident energy. So, you know, especially I see with the Emperor card there in the upright, that when the Emperor card is in the upright, I'd say that energy is very confident. But, you know, it's interesting because the Emperor card is very outside of the box. So, you know, maybe some of you are interested into somebody who's a little bit more unconventional maybe in the month of November 2018. This is also somebody who is, you know, there's a lot of ingenuity there. Someone who's innovative. Sometimes it could be someone who's sort of futuristic. So you'll just have to see if there's somebody like that in your life in the month of November 2018. Now, you have the Queen of Wands as your near future, and you know, that's definitely you for a lot of you. And like I said, if you're not familiar with tarot reading, then you're probably not, you probably don't know that it doesn't matter about the gender of the card. It's all about the suit, and this is the suit of Wands, so it doesn't matter if it's a queen. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. A queen could be a man or a woman. But it's definitely somebody, definitely could be somebody within the suit of Wands. And you know, and that's, like I said, that's Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. So this could be somebody who's Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries in your life. And I'd say I'm seeing this for you Sagittarians who are single. So whoever Sagittarians are single out there, you know, maybe somebody who is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries might be a pretty good match for you. I'm also seeing Queen of Swords. So, you know, this could be somebody in your life who is potentially Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Might be a really good match for some of you. I'd say if you're a single Sagittarius and you are interested in an Aquarius, well, you know, you have the Star card in the reverse, so maybe it's not so easy, you know, getting a relationship off the ground with this person, or, you know, getting together with this person. And I wouldn't stress that too much, because on November 16th, Mercury's going to go retrograde in your sign. So I'm not saying that you can't enter into a relationship while Mercury's retrograding. You can, but, you know, it might be a little bit easier to make things happen after Mercury moves direct again, and that won't be until December 6th. So, I just don't get frustrated, especially if you're a single Sagittarius and you're interested in a Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or maybe another Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or it could be any other sign. I mean, it could be it doesn't have to be those particular signs. Maybe there's somebody else who you're interested in, but, in this reading, I'm seeing definitely, for some of you, I'm seeing Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Aries, or another Sagittarius. Now, some of you are going to be having some fun times in the month of November 2018, and that's represented by the Three of Cups. So you have the Three of Cups in the upright, and that is a great card to have. So that's that's some fun energy. That's like getting together with your friends, having a good time. You guys are cheers in your glasses, So yeah, you might have some get-togethers in the month of November 2018, and that's just what you need, Sagittarius. You like to, you're somebody who likes to have a good time, and especially with this Knight of Wands, that's like especially energy that is you, because the Knight of Wands energy is, it's adventurous, it's action, it's passion. You want someone who brings that excitement to your life. Like, you need that, and that's why I see this Ten of Cups in the reverse, and it's just, I feel like that energy is so boring for some of you guys. It's like, I feel like if you lived with somebody who was more exciting, maybe you'd be like a lot happier with your home life. But maybe the problem is that you live with somebody who's maybe you're kind of bored with this person. They don't really bring that excitement to your life. And, it's interesting because the full moon on November 23rd has to do with some kind of shift or development in your relationship, Sagittarius. So, and that could go either way. It's like if things are going great in your relationship, like, maybe you're a Sagittarius that's looking to take things to the next level, then I'd say following the full moon on November 23rd, now's the time to start thinking about maybe taking the next step, getting engaged, getting married, whatever. If you're already with somebody, who knows, depending on what stage of your relationship, for those of you who are married, maybe there's going to be some kind of development in your marriage. I'm not saying it could go either way. It could be a positive development for some of you. For others of you, if you're really dissatisfied, well, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of, threes here. Jupiter is moving into your sign. Jupiter is the ruler of the number 3. So, over the next 12 months, we're going to start seeing, the number 3 is going to become more prevalent in everyone's lives over the next 12 months. And that's interesting because it takes Jupiter 12 years to go around the sun, and then the numerological equivalent of 12 is actually 3 because it's 1 plus 2 is 3. But regardless, I mean, the number 3 is going to be a lot more prevalent for all of us over the next 12 months, regardless if you're Sagittarius or not. But I want to talk about numerology a little bit here because some of you do have somebody who's the life path number 4 in your life, as represented by the Emperor card right there. So the Emperor card can sometimes be somebody who is the life path number 4. And if you want to know if there's anybody in your life who has the life path number 4, then all you have to do is click on the link that is above the comments section in this video, and it takes you to a tutorial explanation that I've recorded. And in that explanation, I show you how to use someone's date of birth, and you can use their date of birth to find, I give you a numerological sequence that you can use if you know their date of birth, and you can find out whether or not this is somebody in your life who is life path number 4. But, if this isn't somebody in your life who's life path number 4, then, maybe some of you are feeling like you're on a pretty solid foundation. If you see this structure that this person is standing on, like nothing's wrecking that. So some of you do really feel like you're going to be on some sort, like a really solid foundation in the month of November 2018. But, to get back to that full moon I was talking about, so November 23rd, full moon, You know, if you're single, I'm not guaranteeing somebody's going to come into your life for a relationship, but you never know. It's up to you, Sagittarius. Make it happen. If you're, you know, if you're interested in somebody, make an effort to connect with them. You know, relationships not just going to fall in your lap. And then, you know, to go back to those of you who are coupled up, I mean, you have this mixed energy here. I mean, you have the new moon on November 7th, which is that very, you know, like I said, it's the type of energy that, I'm not saying all of you are definitely going to have an affair, but, you know, that type of energy on with the new moon on November 7th, and, you know, that ties right into the full moon on November 23rd, because that full moon does suggest some kind of shift. You know, for some of you might see some kind of shift or change regarding your relationship, whether that means you're making changes within your relationship, or, you know, just it's going to be like a development of some sort. You know, and that's why I do see, you know, for a few of you maybe getting involved with somebody else other than who you're already with. Now, it's interesting with this Queen of Wands card too, because it's really hard to see on this particular deck of cards right here, but you know, there is a black cat right here, and it's really difficult to see. So, you know, there might be somebody in your life who is introducing you to something that's a little bit more divinatory. So, you know, some of you really might start getting interested in, well, tarot reading, for example. Others of you, maybe you're a little bit more interested in astrology or numerology. And just to jump back to, you know, what I talked about with the Emperor card, I mean, I'm the only one who does this in tarot reading. I've watched so many tarot videos. I've watched so many tarot readers, and nobody uses life path numbers in their readings. So if you start, you know, if you're watching another tarot reader and they start using this concept, well, just know where they got it from. They got it from me, because I'm the one who discovered it. Now, the Knight of Wands is also very lustful energy. So, you know, if some of you are going to want to have a good sex life in the month of November. Well, you always want to have a good sex life, but, you know, it's especially important for some of you in the month of November 2018. You might really feel that. Now, your outcome card for the month of November 2018 is the Five of Swords in the reverse, and I think that's a great energy. So the Five of Swords in the reverse it's very open energy. So you're open to change, especially with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Is like, you know, if you've been going along, and, you know, with this boring home life, I'm not saying all of you have that, but, you know, if you do, you know, now you're open to change. Now you want to make some kind of change so you can bring, you know, happiness, you know, or more adventure into your life. I mean, Jupiter, your ruler Jupiter is going into your sign, Sagittarius, and it's going to be there for the next 12 months. That is very optimistic energy. That's very adventurous energy. You know, like I said, some of you, if you're attracted to somebody, you're probably not going to want to wait around. Some of you are really going to maybe want to get involved with somebody who you're attracted to. That's also reinforced by the North Node is going to be moving into an area that, you know, it's where the North Node is going on November 6th, and it's going to be there for about a year. That energy is very consistent with the Knight of Wands type of energy, because that's more like lustful energy. So some of you are really going to be feeling like that over the next 12 months. But I think the fact that some of you are open to change, like maybe like you've just been going along. Now you're like, no, now I'm ready for a change. And I think that's really positive. I think it's going to bring happiness to your life, Sagittarius. But I think that's all I have for you this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you for watching. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.